Hello there tech enthusiasts, welcome to this video on how to set up an Express application. Express, with its fast and sleek design, is the MVP for building apps and APIs in Node.js. Stick around as I break down how to get started. So what is Express.js? Think of it as a productivity tool for your web applications. With Express, building your dream app becomes smoother, cleaner, and let's face it, cooler. It's like the foundation of your web building toolkit. Before we dive in, let's ensure that you have npm installed on your machine. That's the Node Package Manager. Once you've confirmed that's installed, let's open up Visual Studio Code and start doing a bit of coding. Okay, so now we're in Visual Studio Code. We're going to do a few little things. I'm first of all going to open up a new terminal window at the bottom here, and I'm going to create a new file called index.js. I'm just going to increase the size of this as well to make it more viewable for you. Once this is opened, we can go down to our terminal and we can run npm init, and this will initialize a new project for us. We can just enter through these. You may want to change these details if you like. And once we confirm that, you can see it's created a package.json file for us. There's nothing in here for dependencies. That's what's going to come next. So to install Express, we run npm I express, and then we go -- save, hit enter, and that should install Express for us. And here we go, under dependencies, we can see that we have Express installed. So at the time of doing this tutorial, it's version 4.18.2. I don't know which version you're going to have, but they should all act the same. So let's close down the package.json file, and inside the index.js file, first thing we want to do is import that new Express library. So we say const express, and that's going to be equal to require express. So we're going to create a little API here. I'm just going to have a get request, so we can just look at it in the browser. So the next thing we want to do is initialize Express, and to do that we say const app is equal to express. So once we've initialized Express, let's start creating our endpoints. We're just going to create one, so app.get. And then the endpoint we want is just going to be a /. So inside here, we're going to take a request and a resolve. So the request is the data that is coming from the user, and the resolve is the data we're going to be sending back to the user. So we're going to create an arrow function here, and then end it with some curly brackets. And then we're just going to send a simple message back saying hello world. To do that, we say res.send, and then we have hello world as a string inside of here. So that's the endpoint set up. Now we need to tell the API to start listening on a port. So we're going to say app.listen, and we're going to use port 3000 for this. And then after this, we're just going to console log that the server is running on port 3000. And we're going to click save. So once we save that, we can come down to our terminal window here, and we can run node and then dots. And we should be able to see that the server is running on port 3000. Now, if you go to your favorite web browser and type in localhost 3000, you should get a new message there saying hello world. We can also test this by going back into here where it says hello world, and I'm going to say hello world from Coding Nexus. Click save, and we need to restart the application. And then we can reopen this and refresh, and we can see hello world from Coding Nexus. So to go a little bit beyond the scope of this tutorial, what we can do is we can run npm I nodemon. And we can install nodemon. Now nodemon will watch the files inside of this directory for any changes. So if we open up the package.json, we've got nodemon. And then what we can do is run nodemon dot, and that should watch these files for any changes. So to show you what's happening here, I'm just going to put in my browser on the right-hand side and the editor on the left-hand side. Just going to close that down for a sec. And then I've got nodemon running. I'm now going to remove from Coding Nexus here, hit save, and we can just refresh the front end now, and you can see that it says hello world. We didn't need to restart the application automatically restarted itself. I wouldn't use that in production. In production, we do something slightly different, but we'll come on to that later on down the line. So what did we achieve today? We set up a basic, powerful Express application. While our app today only said hello world, the potential with Express is limitless. As we journey on, we'll unpack even more of what Express has to offer. If you'd like to learn more about JavaScript, click this video here. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button here. Thank you for watching.